What's going on, everybody? It's Darkstrider, and today we're playing Bionic Commando, a 1988 Nintendo game. And this one is slightly controversial, and there is a bunch of different things that went on in this game that was just pretty wild altogether. So, for starters, this is supposed to take place sometime in the 1980s, and it centers on two warring states. The Federation and the Empire. The Federation forces discover top secret documents about Albatross, an unfinished project developed by the Empire's predecessor, BADS. Or, in the Japanese version, they were literally Nazis. So, it's kind of wild. In fact, the character that they send, Super Joe, who they're talking about now, is actually the Super Joe from the original Commando game. So after that, they send in the player, who in some cases is called Ladd, L-A-D-D, and later on it's revealed that his name is Rad. And then in the remake for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, his name is Nathan Rad Spencer. So, where Bionic Commando is more of a side scroller and shooter, the original Commando was kind of like a top-down shooter. You just walk through, various areas trying to save POWs and, taking out the enemy and whatnot. There are some aspects of that in this game, and you'll see it as we go along. Now, one of the wildest things about this game, originally it was called Hitler's Resurrection Top Secret in Japan. And they did have references to Hitler, to WW2, all those characters and whatnot. And this is supposed to be the regime that succeeds them. And in all honesty, they did change it for, American audiences, and they did change it so that they could sell it across Europe because, it's kind of taboo. Definitely in Germany, if you're not aware of this, they don't have a lot of WW2 kind of information, not information, but like designs, things like that. They won't allow any of that symbolism in there. Games like Wolfenstein, any symbolism that references WW2, they don't want in the games. And, why would they? Why would they want to acknowledge that, So just so that they could sell it in other markets, they did remove certain references to that, except, of course, in Japan. That being said, it's really, really controversial. So, you're in the first area, which we are. You're supposed to find communications. You can wiretap, and you continue along. Your main mission is to rescue Super Joe, but you also have to defeat the Albatross. And the one main character who can actually bring it to life, Master D, aka Hitler, is dead. They're trying to resurrect him, so there's another theme as to why they would not want to have this all, out publicly. And then there is a kind of boss who is in charge of the whole group called Kilt, Generalissimo Kilt, who is the one who's trying to make this all happen. So that's basically the basis of the story, and now we're on our way to kind of do that. You already saw some wiretapping, and then of course talking to members of your own regime or your own forces. And the big draw, obviously, is going to be that bionic arm. Now, the bionic arm was actually not his actual arm. It's actually supposed to be an appendage added to his arm. And one of the wild things about this was the many uses that you had for this arm. Not only could you swing, you could pull yourself up, you could get to hard-to-reach places, you could push the enemy if you wanted to with the arm, you could collect any drops that they have. When you have medical drops or anything that's parachuted down, you could also hit those as well. What I was trying to do here was find if there was a secret. I remember a secret somewhere around here where you could get one of those wild little designs that they have in all their games, and it gave you a bunch of points, but I can't recall as to where it was. Now, one of the wild things about the arm was that, you know, not only could you pull yourself up to higher levels, but if you did it right, you could actually pull yourself up when you see places like the barrels and whatnot. These elevators were kind of fun. You know, of course, you could only use the elevator for so far. And of course, there were various weapons and gear, communicators and whatnot that you could get in this game as well. And that was pretty wild. You needed the right communicator to communicate in the right area, otherwise you were kind of screwed. So you would try to wiretap or communicate, and you would be attacked by soldiers. There were free men, there were continues that you could get, which is basically what the top-down battles will be. You'll notice that there's trucks all around the map, and if you got to any of those trucks, you were actually able to engage in a commando-style assault and gain extra free chances, extra continues, basically. So you always want to go to these little communication depots anyway. One of the reasons for that is because some of them open certain doors to boss levels, and if you don't have the right communication or you don't communicate with the right person, you're not going to get in there. These bullet things that they drop, those are basically experience points. You're going to get a max of 300. I think you'll gain a bar of health per every, I don't know how many often, but 300 is the max. So here we go. We're going to go, there goes one of those drops, and we'll see what it actually drops. Sometimes it's extra bullets, sometimes it's free men. There were a lot of different characters in here, a lot of different attack patterns. Obviously you had the soldiers, which could either parachute or come through the doors, and you wanted to make sure that you know, like took them out or avoided them as they were parachuting. You do have those gunners there with the bazookas. They'll also fire off some grenades at you. You know what, initially it takes like a little while to get used to like the whole point of swinging. Once you get the swinging down and the vaulting and everything that you've got to do to actually get up there, it gets so much easier. So here we go. This is one of those things where it's just one graphic that you have to be off by. If you swung too deep, you get that happening. So here we go. Gladly I had that health, so I was able to kind of be alright there. This is what I was trying to do. Look at that, I messed it up. Trying not to be so close to it that you bounce off of it, but you're trying to be close enough to it that you could latch onto it and go. Plus, when you died, you have about 2 lives per game, and of course you could extend those. You'll find like a little Rad Spencer doll, and that will be your free man. This, I wanted to just be careful. I wanted to make sure that the soldier got tired and decided to come attack me before I went after him. That way I'm safe. I don't know how these guys are parachuting in a cave. But, hey, listen, that was Nintendo game logic back in the day. There's also a point in this game where if you got to it, you could end the whole game from, like, that point. It's really wild. So, hopefully with this, well, no, it was just more bullets. And as you saw, I just caught it, like, midair. I was actually hoping that that was going to be extra life, but obviously it wasn't. Sometimes they drop extra lives. Sometimes they actually drop medicine. So like if you're injured, they'll drop medicine and you'll be able to like heal yourself up. If you're not injured, you know, like you later on in the game, you'll find something that will heal you. Something you'll be able to use to heal. And then of course, you know, you will have other weapons and everything, stronger weapons. Favorite of mine is the rocket launcher. We'll see it later on. Now this is the actual base. in every level, you're basically trying to get to this room, and you're going to destroy the main base, the main computer there. Very much in the style of like Contra and whatnot. So here we go. We just basically wanted to make sure we get these guys. We'll keep messing around with the bionic arm. Like if they come down to our level or there's too many of them, we'll go up as they go down. That way we don't have to worry about anything. You know, basically keep making sure you move around. You don't want to stay in one place for them to like overwhelm you. And there it is. There's the destruction. We've obtained energy recovery pills at the end of this. We get 10 of those bullets, which obviously are our health. And now we get to either move or, you know, whatever we want to do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move into Area 13. All the zones that are white are war zones. All the zones that are kind of like red or pink there, those are actually neutral zones. So you'll descend, it really doesn't matter what you descend with, because it is a neutral zone. But I'm going to use those, that medicine. You just hit start to use it. But again, this is a neutral zone. Now he says that all acts of violence are prohibited in the area, and if you commit an act of violence, you will be attacked. Now you saw I just attacked that soldier. I'm being attacked by all these neutral soldiers. We'll descend again, and this time we won't shoot that guy, but the enemies could actually be hostile towards you. You could get bumped by one of these enemies, and you know, if they care to attack you, you will take damage. There's like little robot drones too that'll hit you and you'll take damage. There's a couple of allies here. As you can see, some of these people will give you like information. Some of these people are actually soldiers on your side. You'll find these little entrances. Every one of these insides look like this, but they'll have different things. Some of them will have those bullets. Some of them will have communicators or other weapons or even other characters for you to talk to. So there's one of your guys there. This guy doesn't say anything to you. That guy up there will say something to you. Yeah, Area 4 is an area where you'll need to use these flares. There'll be areas that are dark. And this is one of the annoying parts about this is, you know, those spikes there. Just remember that. Try to get used to it. Try to figure out, you know, like how to mess around there. If you've got a couple of continues, you know, and lives, extra lives, go ahead and mess around there. So now we'll transfer back to Area 1. We don't have to actually go to Area 1. Basically, you could go anywhere you want here. You don't even have to like stop at a specific area. You could go to every single one of the neutral zones without having to defeat any of the other zones. But you want to get into those zones because they all have different things for you. That's the only way to collect weapons that are like way stronger, that'll do more. Here we go. We'll hit start because we need that flare. And we definitely don't want to hit those spikes. That was pretty stupid, as you can see, but you know, you just got to be careful. Go through. Go carefully. You're really going to get a workout here with that bionic arm. Here we go. This is one of the first areas where you really flex your bionic arm's muscle, which was pretty wild. And here we go. We'll see. We'll wiretap and then we'll communicate. So obviously that's one of my soldiers who's not working on their side. It's an actual battle going on between my soldiers and their soldiers. So this communicator that we've got, we could use in 1, 4, and 5. They had to hide the other 3 communicators. And the other 3 communicators actually work in separate areas. So you just had to make sure you had the right communicator for the job. And I believe the one that we have is either, I think it's the red one. There's a green one, an orange one, and I forget the other color one. But you'll find them. You'll find stronger weapons and all new ways to take these guys out. Now this, I wanted to be careful. As you can see, that's the strategy there for you for attacking that guy. You don't want to go up and then attack him. You want to wait till he shoots, then go up. Ducking is your friend also. This is one of those areas where, like, if you really knew how to use the bionic arm, you could have gone up that little silver area and it would have been like a shortcut, basically. I think there's also a secret up there, honestly. Here we go. I think that's the boss room. Yeah, see, this would have been the other side. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm very rusty at these Nintendo games. I'm very rusty at a lot of these older games because, of course, you know, with current gen, we've got a lot going on. So let's see what this guy is. Okay, so now this dude wants to mess me. Oh, okay. This is the guy they were saying to get behind. And, of course, he has some kind of bionic arm. So that would have been a perfect time to shoot him and just be done with him. But the strategy here could be just fire until he gets close, then swing, go up. There we go. Yeah, it's really not that hard. A lot of the older games were all about patterns and techniques when you went to fight any of these characters, any of these bosses. So as long as you knew the pattern, as long as you had a technique, you were good, you were safe. So, you know, that's the pattern that I'll choose to use here. Let's see, Area 15 is going to be another neutral zone. We'll descend it. And this is the weapon that he gave us. He gave us this tri-shot. And now we are able to use the medication whenever we need. And you can see we're at 4 bars of health. And of course this is another neutral zone. And here's the Generalissimo. Honestly, if we killed this guy here, the whole game would have ended. You would have killed the leader. Maybe you would have lost Super Joe. But the leader would be dead and the dream would be over. There's a free man. They would have never resurrected the boss. The last leader. Albatross would not be functioning. See, now that's a wall we can't get through. We'll have to get through it later. We don't have the weaponry right now to get through it. But I'll come back at another time. I'll bring my rocket launcher. I'll blow through that wall. Yes, they will attack, but at least I will be able to get whatever else is in there. Now we'll transfer to Area 5. Meet with enemies and descend. Those trucks. Now these trucks are actually pretty awesome because what you're going to do is a commando style attack. And what you want to do, those heavy guys, those guys you actually wanted to attack. I failed to actually take them out. They drop that little symbol. That is a continue. So now if I die, I lose all my free men. I continue the game there. Exit through the truck. You have 2 chances to gain a continue. In some cases, it's going to be a guy like that. In other cases, it's going to be a bunch of guys in the Jeep. You take out the Jeeps, you'll be able to get that. It all depends on where you are and what level it is. But, you know, as you can see, this is actually a pretty good weapon. It has that strike of 3. I want to say there's a secret over here. Can't remember it. So many secrets I gotta remember. If I do remember them all, I will do a follow-up video where I'm showing like secrets that were lost in the game, secrets I didn't show you. All these things, they suck. It's like a ball that drops, as you saw. It'll roll towards you, it'll do damage. You don't want to be taken out by that thing. Here we go. And now this is another level that kind of flexes your bionic arm. What you're gonna have to do is something like this and try to grab that thing up top. There we go. Sometimes it'll be easy like that where you just go up and up. Sometimes you literally have to swing. You know, this probably would not be the best thing to do. I'll probably have to get to the other one, which was a little higher, and grab that. But now here comes the problems. You're going to be doing this. You're going to have, you know, these soldiers to contend with. You got to get up at the right time. There we go. Now we're up. Now you're gone. Got that. Thank you. Go up. And here comes a new problem. Okay, wait. Besides that, I don't like the distance of this gun either. This thing is such a problem. But there we go. We got him. And now we're up higher. And we'll enter into this thing. I think this is the first communications hub. And we're just going to keep going up this tower, which is pretty wild. Who is awakening me? Uh-huh. Well, they sent some soldiers. So the best thing to do is not to mess around in here. Take them all out and get out. I don't think we can get back in. No, we can't get back in. Oh, did you see the new problem? There we go. We got some helicopter troopers. And those guys will fire like these guns of lightning. You also have to contend with those freaking ceiling fans that shoot blades. Look at this. It's a whole lot of mess here. There we go. And now this gets annoying when you're trying to like get up top and you've got all these guys firing, and then they have like a certain succession that they could hit you in. There we go. Perfect. There we go. I like to duck those things. They may not hit you, but I like to duck it anyway, just in case. There we go. Free man. That's what I like to see. There we go. Take you out too. Nope, gotta move further up. See, now this is one of those problematic areas. Like, you're trying to get up, but now that guy went. Now this guy's gonna go. The other guy's gonna go. And it's almost like you're pinned down. You kind of have to like work it so that you're moving and messing with them at the same time. So that way you could actually get to where your goal is. This was so problematic. Look at that, and I missed. And you got to deal with what if you miss. Here we go. Alright, you only went a certain distance. Let's go. Nope. Ah. See, that was one of the most annoying things, like, you know, trying to alter their pattern, in fact. You know, I went that one way. There we go. Ah, and I messed it up. You fool. Alright, try it again. Let's go. Come on. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. I know I say we, it's me playing, but, you know, it's we. We can do this. Oh, these punks, man. When they redid this game, you know, like, a lot of the levels were similar, but they did a lot of different things to it. It was a lot more interactive. You could do a little more with the arm. The Bionic Commando Rearmed was basically the remake, or the yeah, I want to say it was a remake. It wasn't really a remaster. It was the same concept, the same thing, but, you know, obviously way better graphics and everything. They also did make a sequel to this Bionic Commando. That game was okay. It was more in the fashion of, like, you know, Assassin's Creed at the time, where, you know, it was a lot of free running and, you know, like you were doing a lot of parkour. Really wasn't as well received as this one, but normally sequels are not well received, especially when they're like years and years after the original. It all depends on the fan base, and it all depends on how well the game is done. So let's see, there we go. We take this guy out. Take that dude out. Take you out. Now this is another problem here. Look at this. We got these springboards. So now we have to contend with soldiers. We have to contend with them parachuting down. We have to contend with these springboards. And then we have to like try to get to our goal. And obviously this gets tough. Especially when you're getting killed. But yeah, that's one of the things we have to contend with. Now, the really funny thing about this is, honestly, I kind of feel like all these retro games were way harder than the current games. I mean, current games, I don't want to say that they baby you or they walk you through stuff like that, but they do a lot of, not hand-holding, but you know what the goal is. These games, we kind of had to like figure it out for ourselves. As you can see, there's like no waypoint, there's no marker telling me where to go next or anything like that. And that is the beauty of these older games. Like, you really had to know where you were going. Back then we didn't have the internet, so there really was no way of us knowing what we were supposed to do unless we picked up like a magazine. And you know, like the magazines that were famous at the time were like Nintendo Power. That was pretty wild. There was also you know, Electronic Gaming Monthly, a whole bunch of publications like that that were pretty wild. You know, now you've got your online places like Kotaku, and you know, IGN is still there, even though IGN was a magazine as well. Nintendo Power, I think, also converted into an online sort of magazine. I remember having to wait like an entire month to get my next issue, pray that the game that I was currently playing was in there, and or at least some kind of secrets, because there was like a secret section, a cheat section that would give you information as to like what the codes were and everything like that. See, this boss is kind of easy. You just get behind them, take them out, and now you can take out this thing unmolested. Just keep taking it out. We'll see that character a couple of times in this game, and then clearly the game will get harder. There will be harder bosses. Area 5 clear. We obtained the rocket launcher. This is one of my favorite weapons. I can't remember what the last weapon is. We'll take this journey together. We'll see what happens. So let's see. Please instruct us. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go to 2, 6, or 3? I think I want to get to that area. I want to bring the rocket launcher, the area that had the wall, and I want to take that wall out, and we could do that with the rocket launcher, which is absolutely awesome. We definitely want to do that. There's a couple of things we can collect there after we get back there, so we'll see what happens. So this communicator we've already gotten. He has like a duplicate of it. Yeah, see, we've already got that one. Now, it makes me kind of wonder if like the free men, there'll be duplicates of those in there. I don't know. So let's see, we'll continue this way. Oh, okay, wait, I think we are in the wrong spot. And there's that little robot that I was talking about. That robot will mess with us. Advance with caution. Yeah, see, that thing will attack us. Why aren't the soldiers coming and killing that thing? It's kind of wild. It's flagrant. So now, clearly what we need was not there. I think we have to go to Area 15. I think that is where we'll see that thing. But we'll descend here. We'll get another one of these in. We'll change the communicator so that we could communicate. And then we'll see what's up. There we go. That's why I like the rocket launcher. It's just pure destruction. Did you see that guy? That guy was attacking and he just fell right off the screen. That is another normal thing that used to happen in these games. You used to attack these guys and they would just fly right off the screen. Here we go, let's see. We'll use our arm. These slime things are like really annoying. They will drag you down into the depths. They'll even kill you in some cases. I don't know what's down there. I don't want to know what's down there. This is another area where you need to know the patterns of like these creatures and what they're doing. So that way you don't get killed. So now here's one of those crane operators. Let's get up here. Let's take him out. There we go. A bit further up. Look at that guy. That guy is literally a small person driving this tank. I don't understand how they decided to make the graphics look that way. I don't know. Maybe to save on time. I don't know. Speaking of time, there was a lot of timing for that. And here we go to our first communications area. And let's see if we actually get something done. The garbage done? Area 9, keep it in mind. Okay. So now let's see what happens when we communicate with our people. If you have a wide cannon and rocket launcher, go towards areas 3 and 6. Well, I do have that wide cannon and the rocket launcher. So, we'll see where we go now. Behind this guy, open fire. The Bionic Arm is great for saving any items that are going to fall too, which is pretty awesome. Oh, there we go, I missed the thing. Oh, I really missed the thing. Now I can't even get that. Well, let's see if I can get back up there. See if I can salvage this mission. Or not. Wow, I don't know what I died on. Okay, let's take this guy out. And now let's have some wider swings, I feel like. There we go. There we go. Okay, I don't think we can get up there. So what we'll do is, look at this, the graphic is so wild. It just goes through the other side of the thing, the other side of the game. Okay, maybe I was meant to go down here. There we go. Oh, what did I? Are you serious right now? Come on, Dark, what were you thinking? I gotta get back up there. Gotta do it all Bionic Commando style. There we go. There we go. Salvaged it. Okay, nope, we're going this way so that those slimes don't get us. Go ahead. You two bounce off the wall. Only 2 at a time come out, which is great. The second platoon. Let's see what the second platoon can do. You guys can get rocketed. Okay, I just need this guy to give me a chance to get up there. They're not going to give me a chance to get up there. Look at this. All I have to do is clear this one guy. There we go. Now that'll make it easier. Alright, hold on. Now we'll get back up here, and we'll just keep shooting this thing. Look at that. 3 shots is all it took. That was it. Now we just move along. Area 2 clear. We've obtained the pendant. I don't know what the pendant did. Again, maybe I'll make a follow-up video where I show you guys what all these things actually do. Because it would be interesting to like kind of look it up and see what's going on. You know, like what these things actually entail. So here we go again. We'll go to this area, see what we've got. See what they drop. And I know that's quicksand, which is a pain. There we go. See, that's medicine that they drop. And the medicine actually will give us like a little bit of healing, which is good. Especially if we were in trouble. Now this is some wild stuff because we've got these plants that will drop or will pop out of the ground there. And we've got these butterflies. I don't know what they're doing there. Ah, those things will eat you in one chomp. Problematic. But is it really worth me getting this thing? I don't know. What is it? What are you going to drop? I shouldn't have done that. Look at that. I'm dead. Boy. It all depends on like what you feel like doing. Is it worth the, is the juice worth the squeeze going to get that thing? But there may be a free man, so that's why I do that. And as you can see, I've kind of maxed out my health. So I've got, looks like 8 bars of health there. That's from getting all those little bullets. There you go. Now what we're going to do, we're going to avoid these plants and these spiders that are just crawling on the walls here. And we'll avoid those butterflies that are up top. And we'll get into that building and we'll defeat the boss. We'll find the communications. It's all inside this massive, weirdo freaking mountain. You could use the bionic arm to actually hit those butterflies. You could damage them, they'll fall, they'll die. And those plants, though, they're indestructible. It's not even really worth it to get on that elevator because the elevators will just fall, as you can see. They don't really have any real value except being a trap. But here we go. We'll get in here and we'll see what's going on with this communications. So let's see what we get with the wiretap. See, this is what I mean. You have to go to these rooms because they open the boss's room. Very helpful. In some cases, oh no, that's not good. Okay. In some cases, you know, you definitely have to get there. Okay, now here, as you can see, I had died. You could use a continue, though. There we go. See, I have 9 continues. I could get back there, and I could go through all this all over again. And, you know, let's just fast forward to where we were. Honestly, this is a lot of area to cover. I mean, you know, we did a lot better this time around. But I'd rather do it this way rather than, you know, like you see the whole thing all over again. You know what you got to do at this point. You see me as I'm hitting those butterflies with the thing as well. Here we go. We communicate. We're opening the boss's room. And there it is. Now we're back to where we were. And this time we're not going to screw up. We're not going to make any dumb mistakes. Hopefully. Hopefully. I say that. But, you know, that elevator was just going to bring us down immediately. And, you know, like you just want to be prepared. There we go. So now, this is one of those things where we really need to, there we go. Very carefully, and there's the boss's room. Look at that. So now, there we go, there's the robot again. We've already seen him. He took no damage, or he gave us no damage. He just took a lot of damage. And this time we have a gun coming from the top of that thing, so that's pretty wild. But we defeated it. We obtained the rapid fire device. Very nice. We're getting all this extra stuff. Okay, now, where do we want to go? No, I didn't want to descend. I wanted to transfer. And trust me, I fought so many of these trucks that now, you know, like in the back end of it, like you're seeing just what I've got going on now. You're not seeing the actual. I'm going to try this rapid fire device. I'm going to see what it does. You're seeing, you know, like the end result of what I've done with like all the things in the back. I got like 10 different continues. I got a whole bunch of, you know, obviously health, and I'm just going to keep it moving. That way, you know, like it makes it easier when you guys are seeing this, that, you know, you're not like, what the hell? Why am I seeing him just farming these bullets and whatnot? You're actually seeing the gameplay, which is important. I mean, maybe if I was doing this live, I was doing a live stream, I would do the farming with you guys there. You would see it. You have no idea how long it's been since I've played this game, and then trying to remember everything is just funny. Not really that it's funny, it's just, it's so wild. like memories rush back, and some of them don't really work because some of them you're trying to remember exactly what you did. I know over here there is a secret. I don't think I'm going to attempt it though. Yeah, there is a secret here. We'll just go the route. Again, like I said, maybe I'll do a follow-up video, and if you guys want to see a follow-up video, I'll do a follow-up video where I show the secrets and everything. Right on the Dark Retro channel. Which, by all means, please like and subscribe to it. It really does help out a whole lot. I want to get that channel moving. I want to get the channel have, like, you know, just a lot of viewers. I want a lot of interaction. I want to play a lot of your favorite games. And here we go. Let's get, there we go. Got that. See, again, this is one of those things that it really flexes your muscle. It flexes your attention to detail. It flexes, you know, like how much this game is just like insane. Like you're trying to get through it. There we go. Look at that. And then this is the method where I like cheat. See, I'll grab the thing and then I'll mess around so that I time the sprite just right, that it actually grabs the boxes that are above and ignores the beam. So there you go. That is one of the techniques that I've always used in this game. And it only happens when you're swinging. You swing, there you go. See, it didn't work that time because there was a third layer. But here we go. There we go, see? It's real easy once you get that down. And then this Donkey Kong thing is just throwing those things, causing all that trouble. We'll get up here. And here we go, another boss fight. Who are we fighting now? Oh, we're fighting RoboCop. Okay, so this guy I really didn't like to battle. He's got like a massive cannon. Another guy you kind of got to get behind, or if you had the tri-cannon, you could stand above or below him and shoot at him. But if you stood above him, he would launch that crap at you. So the easiest way I thought to deal with this is just to ignore him. Fire, drop. Fire, drop. You'll see. There we go. And I really shouldn't have used the rapid fire here. I really should have used the medicine because, as you saw, I only had 1 health. I could have used the medicine and filled it. The permit. The permit's another thing. I didn't understand what the permit was for. It's probably for later on in the game, but we'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get to one of these neutral zones and see if that will open that wall that we had found. And if it opens the wall, then we're able to go and get, I believe it's another communicator. So here we go. This is, again, we're battling one of these trucks. And my rockets are like bouncing off this guy. I went too far, but it's okay. I've already got like 10 of those things. There we go. Again, you find that and you take it out. If you see a Jeep rolling by with a couple of soldiers, you take that out and it drops the thing. It'll drop that, it drops those little winged emblems, and those emblems are actually for you. Those are continues. So this is the neutral zone. We'll try here. We'll try to see if we've got this here. If not, we're going to have to move along, maybe to the next neutral zone. Let's see. There's a communicator inside. This is the same dude. We've already got that communicator. We don't need this thing. Yeah, okay, so this is the wrong neutral zone. We'll go to 15. 15 is probably where we found that. And we're probably going to get attacked by 2 trucks, which happens sometimes. There we go. Look, we're going to take this guy out. Let's see if this is the Jeeps or the... Oh, yep, this is the Jeeps one. Okay, so we're not going to see... There we go. You saw the Jeep? We're not going to see the actual those soldiers with the shields, you'll see these jeeps, and when you take those jeeps out, they'll drop the emblem. And then we get to the back of the truck here. So there we go, that was pretty cool. So now we'll descend here, and I believe this has the wall. I'll see if the permit opens the wall. If it doesn't, I'm just using the rocket launcher. I'm just blowing it down. Yep, there's the wall. Let's get up here. Let's see if this does it. No? Goodbye. Oh, attack me. I don't care. You're not going to win. Yep, there's the orange communicator. There's one of the communicators we need. I mean, we probably do need the permit for that. There's probably going to be, like, later on, they'll be like, hey, go to this area and use the permit, give it to this guy, and this guy will help you out. But, you know, I did it the impatient way. So now we've got as many communicators as we want. We are ready to go to, I don't think we descended to level 14 or level 8. Level 8 is going to be the, you know, second part there. There we go, there goes that Jeep. Take that out. Take all these guys out. This is how Commando basically played out, which was kind of wild. There we go. Let's transfer down to Area 6. We're going to fight another truck. We're going to have a whole bunch of other freebies here. There we go. We got more continues. There we go. Now where do we go from here? Don't have enough power. Oh, wow. I've never seen that. So, like, we can't go to Area 8 until we clear out all the other areas here. That's pretty wild. That is pretty impressive. I forgot all about that. So here's our other neutral area. And we know all acts are going to be taken against us. Let's get over here. Let's see what they've got. Okay, he's got the second to last communicator inside. Whereas I already took the one communicator from that one area, the last one. There, got it. Don't have to keep bouncing. Here we go. Let's get out of here. And let's go the safe way this way. Anybody else going to talk to me? This reminds me of like Simon's Quest here, which is pretty wild. Oh, wow. So here's, just in case you didn't have enough power, they're going to power you up. So there we go. Alright, we'll get through and then we'll see if they'll allow us to the Area 8. Yeah, I'm level 300. I only have one free player, but I've got everything I need. Please instruct us. We'll transfer over to 6, and then we'll see if we can transfer over to 8. And we should be good. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the main channel, Dark Strider. You'll see more current gameplay. This channel is for all your retro and nostalgic gameplay. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one, and we'll continue Bionic Commando.